So sweet to me. This is where I wanna be. On up with you, supersonic. We're on fire, rocking love alive. Put my feet up, how you feeling? This is where I wanna be. So sweet to me. This is where I wanna be. On up with you. So sweet to me. This is where I wanna be. On up with you. Supersonic. We're on fire. Rocking love alive. On up with you. Rocking love alive. On up with you. Just in the backseat of the Beamer. Put my feet up. How you feeling? Just in the backseat of the Beamer. Put my feet up. How you feeling? Just in the backseat of the Beamer. Put my feet up. How you feeling? Just in the backseat of the Beamer. Put my feet up. How you feeling? Music is my therapy, dancing is my medicine. Lifting every part of me, I'm free from what I'm living in. Music is my therapy, dancing is my medicine. Lifting every part of me. So don't tell me you want me, just because you're lonely, just because you saw me at the party with my homies. We can take it slowly, we can take it slow. So don't tell me you want me, just because you're lonely, just because you saw me at the party with my homies. We can take it slowly, we can take it slow. Because music is my therapy, therapy, therapy. Music is my therapy, therapy, therapy. Music is my therapy, therapy, therapy. Music is my therapy, therapy. So don't tell me you want me, just because you're lonely, just because you saw me at the party with my homies. We can take it slowly, we can take it slow. Music is my therapy, dancing is my medicine. Lifting every part of me, I'm free from what I'm living in. Music is my therapy, dancing is my medicine. Lifting every part of me. So don't tell me you want me, just because you're lonely, just because you saw me at the party with my homies. We can take it slowly, we can take it slow. Don't tell me you want me, just because you're lonely, just because you saw me at the party with my homies. We can take it slowly, we can take it slow. Because we can take we got a lot of the same friends, and soon enough there come a weekend when we just not bring it up. Yeah, maybe I'm weak, but it's taking too long to get over you. I'm not ready to need you again, unless this time we're holding on. The truth is I don't know how to forget. So when I saw you coming, I knew I'd be swept right back up, and I didn't care. Been hiding from the truth, but it got me nowhere. 'Cause I'm not ready to need you again, but I need you again. I'll be swept right back up, and I didn't care. Been hiding from the truth, but it got me nowhere. 'Cause I'm not ready to need you again. Funny how something can hurt you so bad, but you fall right back. Happens just like that, and I'm not quite
Hello, everybody. Looks like everything's working, which is good. I love how, for some reason, the auto captions popped up and said that instead of saying everything is good, it came up and somehow understood me as everything is Dr. Wood. But okay, anyway. Braxton, hello, how are you doing? I'm alive. Well, that is good to hear. Well, it's still very early in the morning for you, so I can't even say, have you had your cup of coffee? 'Cause the answer is probably no, too early. Is the music too loud today, or is it just me? It seems fine. I have not. How are you? I'm pretty good. My tower defense project is currently broken. It's sort of broken. I currently can't play, and that's because I broke a bunch of stuff. Well, actually, I refactored a whole bunch of things, so you can see I have a whole bunch of errors at the moment. So I need to go and actually fix some of those today. And it's because I went on a bit of a spree earlier this week and refactored my entire save system, because I decided that the way I currently implemented it made no sense, it was confusing, and a refactor was in order. And all of that started because I was trying to implement, where are you? This, select a level. Because last stream we worked on this, we've got select level, fantastic. I'm pretty sure I colored those buttons. Maybe I didn't, my bad. And the issue is I now need a way of basically being able to ask the game, or the game instance, hey, which levels have I actually completed? And then that made me realize that I need to actually have a look at how the level, the save manager is working, because they're all linked. And then, well, that led me down a rabbit hole and I broke the whole level system. Well, the level system, because then I broke this page. I busted. But I refactored a bunch of stuff and it looks good. As one does, yes. It's one of those things where you break a bunch of things, but the outcome afterwards is a much better system, so it wasn't too bad. Load menu. It's weird because this page is not what I thought it was. Oh, because, right, of course. When you think you've done a bunch more work than you actually have, because I was planning on doing a bunch of work this week on, when was it? I think it was like Wednesday night. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do a whole bunch of things. And that didn't happen. And so in my head, I had already implemented this inside Unreal Engine. I was actually first, since I had the stream page open before it even started. fair. Also, I was 15 minutes late because I opened OBS and I have Bluetooth headphones. Bluetooth headphones are fantastic, except for when they decide that they want to enable the microphone. And because Bluetooth as a standard doesn't have enough bandwidth to have high quality audio and your microphone enabled at the same time, it just cuts the audio quality in half, and it's super frustrating. So I had to go and manually, I disabled the driver for that specific part of my headphone, and I had to restart my machine, and yeah. I went to the shops to get some sausage rolls and Monster. Where'd you get the sausage rolls from? Was it Greg's? But anyway, my headphones are now somewhat working. I think if these headphones ever break, I'm going to buy a pair of Wi-Fi based headphones, like something like that. Because I use these ones for my work calls, which is fine. They work relatively fine because they're better than the Microsoft ones that work provided. They're so uncomfortable. I don't know how people sit for hours in meetings with them. Yeah, so today we're going to implement this so that I can fix the other part. It looks better than I remember. Just right sausage rolls. It's because of the frequency they use. The margins aren't big enough to allow more bandwidth cross-later. Yeah, exactly. It's one of the things about Bluetooth that we've got. I don't know what even the current standard of Bluetooth is, but you'd think by now we would have solved that. Headphones always give me earache, so I haven't worn them for almost 5 years now. Headphones. That's fair. These ones are... they're okay for a comfort level. I wear them probably 14 to 16 hours a day, so they're fine. But they're not as comfortable as some of the ones that I've had previously. So for example, like the Logitech ones. But those are like bigger. And I don't really, and because I also wear these in public, I don't really want these like massive headphones. I mean, these are big enough. These are about as big as I'd go. Honestly, blame the government for that. They decided to use frequencies right next to consumer frequencies, and they don't use the same frequency as other. There isn't room for more frequency bands. Well, that's annoying. Another thing we could blame on the government. So yeah, today we make that. F the police law. But in other news, so a few streams ago I was complaining that Twitch didn't allow me to stream in 2K, and I couldn't understand why. Like I spent hours debugging it. So it turns out there was a glitch when you applied for the 2K streaming system, and on your dashboard it would show that you had been granted it when you hadn't. So this week I got the email on like Wednesday that, oh, you've been accepted. I'm like, huh? I'm like, wait a minute. And then all of a sudden it all works. Because one of the nice things about the enhanced broadcasting, because you get the information from Twitch, and this is what I discovered why I knew there was a problem. When I was sending basically the RTMP header to Twitch and getting a response back, the response back was saying that you can only do, it was basically telling me all the formats that it wanted, and the highest it was allowing is 1080p. And it didn't matter what I set my canvas to, it would always default to that, which is weird. Like Wi-Fi 6, for example, you don't have the opportunity to use most of the 6 gigahertz frequency range because it's reserved for government use. I didn't know that. So then, is Wi-Fi 7 more... do you have more access in Wi-Fi 7? Because it felt like Wi-Fi 6 was out for like 5 minutes before Wi-Fi 7 came out. I have a pair of over-ear, open-back Sennheiser, very comfortable, light, low clamping pressure. Ooh. The first pair of quality headphones I ever owned was a pair of Sennheisers. And I went from sort of a standard pair of headphones to those, and the quality difference was absolutely insane. Funny enough, with those headphones, the headphones didn't break, the plastic that held them together, because I used them for so long, actually was falling apart. I have them until they literally fall apart. Yeah. So it was annoying because the speakers were fine, but the headphones like actually they just broke. Yeah, you get better access to the wavelengths, so they're able to focus on receiving information across bandwidth than receiving. So one of the other things I heard about Wi-Fi 6 is you can have, because there's so many sort of channels in it, you can have a whole, you can like have, there's less interference basically with the signal. So you can have a device on this side of the room that's connected to a completely different frequency to one on this side. So they're not actually interfering with each other or something like that. I have to get new headbands and earpads for it. That was a problem that I had with, because I moved from Sennheiser to some other brand that was super cheap, and it annoyed me because it had this weird feature that when it played bass, the whole headphone would move, but it didn't sound like clean. It sounded like a rattle. So I quickly got annoyed with that and then replaced it with a pair of Logitechs. And the Logitech sound was also very good. The problem I have with the Logitechs, I suppose it's the problem we have with all of them, is what happens is the pads, and basically the pads inside and the top wear out. And I remember my last pair of Logitech, I got so annoyed because I had them for about 1.5 years and the pads were just absolutely wrecked already. And they had that, you know, that fake leather that they put on it where it's like, it feels like a piece of plasticky thing that was wearing off. So every time I took my headphones on, I'd have these like black pieces of like that film that was left everywhere, which is why I'll never go for those like fake leathery finished ones again. But yeah, those, I got tired of having to buy, I get so tired of having to buy like replacement headphone parts. And the charging port, like I must say, with USB Type C I haven't had any problems, but the USB Type B, the old ones, the micros, I used to have endless problem with those charging ports. After like 2 years, the charging port would just like disintegrate or break. Because Wi-Fi speed is misnomer, really. You get faster megabytes per second if the packets are bigger because you have more compatibility in reading it. Another speed test you can do is simultaneous speed, which means how fast can you receive a signal, single byte packet section. Ah, okay. That's horrible. Yes. It had this like, it was weird, that set of headphones where the thing actually like vibrated, like with a rattle, because it had a button where you could turn it on and off. I'm like, oh, let's try this out. And I was like, absolutely disgusting. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. That's not what I wanted at all. 400 by 400, and then okay, I'm not gonna do that. There we go. Oh, but anyway, alas. Lurkies! Are you able to remove the background at all for that one, Braxton? We might finish Nope today. Hey, that'll be cool. So the reason I ask is all my applications use dark mode. I did not try to remove the background. Okay. Don't put that up there. So you're 25, and then, yeah, okay, so we're using 25 as like the standard. I feel like the outline would be absorbed by dark mode. That is a very good point. I hadn't considered that actually. How do we do it for other ones then? Like, wave. I suppose, you know, you can't see that, but it's a different way of coloring them. Because I mean, the hand on that one gets completely lost because it's a black sleeve. Interesting. Okay. Something I hadn't considered. Good point. It looks a little small because the black outline. Yeah, fair. And save that. And I'll add these two buttons. How did we add these buttons? We just added, so we added a scroll box. It's a canvas panel. So we're gonna need a scroll box. Man, the scroll box is great. Let's send to the scroll box 0, 0, 0.5, 0.5. There we go. So I was focusing on maximizing readability. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a smart idea. The tea's gone cold already. I feel like I only made it 5 minutes ago. I suppose like with this Tempted one, it's got a dark outline and it also gets kind of lost. You're gonna do a wave too? Nice. Is that, are you gonna work on that one after the note? Yeah, I know you're unhappy. It'll be fine, don't worry. Huh? We suggested wave. Waves are very good. Waves are always useful. I use my wave basically when I go into any channel at the moment to greet someone. I forget how I do things, so now I need to go into this and need to type common terms. My boyfriend okayed me having a server rack when we move in together next year. Guys, I'm winning here. Nice win. So when are you moving? January 1st? UI main menu, UI next. Select level, load game. No, it'll be like August next year, early September props. Ah, damn. I was hoping it was like Jan, so you've already got to wait like 4 months. Holy shit, it's August. Oh, that's disgusting that it's August already. I spent about 4 hours going over hardware this week for the server that I want to build, Hexic. And I've been umming and ahhing about like how I want to do it. It's been such a pain. That's what I'm gonna say. It's been such like I can't properly decide. I think I've narrowed it down to what I want to do now. Spend a year's salary on it for real. That would be a monstrous server, goddamn. That'd be so good. I might be able to. So, you see, the issue I have is it'd be a monstrous rack. It'd be so cool. Part of the issue I have is I'm going to move to a rack system, but at the moment I don't have a rack system. So I'm like, do I want to build a desktop machine that is like super quiet? Would be ideal, because if I'm going to leave the server on all the time, I don't want to be able to hear it, because I sleep next door to this room. So it's like, do I get a nice case that looks good, that I can put all the stuff in for now, and then use it like that? Or do I get like, basically a 4U, like a 4U case, which is just massive, but that would slide straight in. You can get chassis for like £100. You can get the motherboard and processor and RAM for cheap too. You can get a 4U case, put the current PC in the case. Use a bunch of... You could water cooler. Oh, I'm not touching water cooling for a server. No. I am looking at the Noctua fans, or Be Quiet. Like, I literally want to buy a fan that has the lowest possible noise rating. Oh, and AIO. I am considering AIO. I like AIO. I really like AIO. They're like easy peasy, easy pain-free water coolers. Yeah, and they've got good warranties on them. They're like, I think if you buy a good brand, so in my PC, I've got a Corsair. It's got like a 5-year warranty on. I'm like, what? Okay. And because usually what happens is the pump that breaks. No filling it up. It only pop if your CPU gets like 5,000 degrees pretty quickly. Yeah, the CPUs will turn off long before that. Water cooled something years ago and filled it with antifreeze and distilled water. Why antifreeze? Where were you putting this? It's still running good. The problem I have with those type of systems is apparently you've actually got to go through and clean them like every couple months, because I don't want ice crystals to get inside if it was turned off. Ah, okay. You don't need to if you use distilled water and a smidge of antifreeze. Fair enough. Distilled water because it's very clean, no minerals. Antifreeze just in case. Fair enough. Like, when I was in like many years ago, like I had a friend that water cooled his PC, and I remember that something went wrong at one point. He had a top of the line graphics card and the CPU block leaked onto the GPU and destroyed the GPU. And I was just like, nope. So then we want to, what type of buttons are these? These are just pasting a single slot widget will erase the content. You'd be a rack case, so it would just leak and hit the motherboard and not the GPU. True, because that's somehow just fantastic. Applies to content. Prefer to replace a motherboard that is GPU. True. And Sada, you are getting Threadripper 9000 Pro. I'm sorry, what? Remember how we wanted power efficient and quiet? Thank you, Tenebra. Stretch, posture check, and some water, a little bottle of water. What's wrong with 96 cores and 192 threads? I mean, that would solve the problems I was having. 6 terabytes of RAM. Yeah, when your budget is just equal to unlimited. Like 5.2 turbo, 3.4 base. That's absolutely insane. 5 grand no biggie. That's insane. Unreal what? Okay, then Unreal Engine. That was a new one. It's 2.5 gig base for 96 core model, 5.4 turbo. That's a processor putting 350 watts. 10,000 pounds. Why is the sizing of these two so drastically different? This is, what size are you? You're full screen. Yeah, fine. And you are what? Also, no integrated graphics either. There was no space for the integrated graphics. What were you expecting? The chip is huge. It is. I watched a new episode of Linus recently, and he was doing something with like 8 loads of CPUs in a like cluster thing. It was this one. What CPU are they using? Does it say? Oh yeah, Ryzen There you go. You saw that? That one's much more affordable. Apparently it's like £7,000. Apparently Scan says I'm not allowed to view their website today. Actually, eBay's listing one. Is it the same one? Yeah, I was just about to say eBay's listing one for like $2,000. People are getting rid of them. I wonder why. This does not look... Oh, that's because the alignment needs to be... No, it's the other one. There we go. New chips are out, right. Data centers also want the latest shit. You know that the funny thing is with a lot of these things is I've seen companies that are with some of that hardware, they're not charging you for it. It's more expensive for people to get it. So what they do is they actually literally give it away. They'll tell a company, please come and collect all this, just collect all this shit. Oh, 14 grand. Oh, nice. Hex, that server you sent me has got a terabyte of RAM. 8 dual CPU systems. Wait, each one has a terabyte of RAM. I don't know if that's a terabyte. I feel like it's the full thing because yeah. Load. I wonder how much power it consumes, but there are 4 plugs, so max is like 5,000 watts. Well, the Linus video, each one of those racks was 2,000 watts, so 4,000 max. It's actually kind of insane how much power computer hardware can pull now. I mean, in the UK, a single one of our plugs can do a maximum of about 3,500 watts, which is so much more than US and Canada, almost double in fact. Really? Because I know if you've got a plug that's for your stove run, so like in my kitchen, the power connection that's on your stove has to have higher ratings because your oven is like 2,500 watts on its own or something. And then you could have the oven and the stove on at the same time. So you've got to have like an absolute shit ton. And then I think on that same connection, I have a plug that I can plug stuff into. So I wonder just how many just massive amounts of amps that one can do. Like 3,500 watts is insane. Aren't most UK plugs only like 2K? 16 amps, so 2,000, oh right, 16 amps something. 3,840 watts. That's insane. I wonder at what point running consumer hardware, like enterprise grade hardware with the power draws inside a house is just no bueno. Like the video that I linked to you yesterday of the guy that's building those Minecraft servers. I think he's running that out of like a house somewhere. Like all the shit that that guy does, I'm like, yes, I want to do that. Exactly that. There's a theoretical maximum. I wouldn't advise running that all the time. You'd melt it. Oh no, you definitely would. He rents an office. I think he has to rent an office. I think that's actually where the servers are currently are. Because he's got... In one of the videos, I actually think his latest video, when he's talking one of the videos, there's this like old lady in the background, which I think is a relative or something. So that must be actually at his premises. Okay, I need to make these things that... Not those ones. Where is it? But you know, they say like, if you won the lotto, like a lot of people be like, you know, oh, if I won like, let's say Euro Millions or something. Like a lot of people will say, you know, okay, I wouldn't tell people, but there'd be subtle signs. Like there would be subtle signs where suddenly, I suppose you or I would just like, you know, we'd own a large portion of like a data center or something, just, you know, completely random. I'd have a home data center, you see, exactly. I'd just buy a rack and Google data center or some shit. I'd possibly do that, but there's part of me that wants to do some of that stuff just myself, just to play around with it, because I find it really interesting. Yeah, but having a rack in a Google data center and having one at home too. Oh right, yeah, have both, I actually visited, many years ago, I visited a data center. And it was one of the ones where you could buy server rack space. And the one that I went to had like customers, so some of the customers that had there were Google and Netflix as well. And they had some of the banks also rented hardware. And when you walk through like the server place where some of the racks are, those zones that are owned by those companies are basically padlocked, and there's like additional security that they have on them. I think actually Linus did one about a data center where they rent space to the point where the people that own the thing aren't even allowed access in. So like the people who own the data center don't have access to it. It's weird because someone else's are hot and others are cold, so it's weird. Oh yes, there's that as well. But I find walking, I've been to data center once and I want to go again. I find it absolutely fascinating. It's so cool to see all that sort of hardware just working. What am I looking for? I am looking for... Not that one. This one. Have I made a rectangular? I have, kind of. I don't want that one. I'll make a new one. Okay, fine. Widget. We'll open this one, see what we did. We had a size box. Okay, so the root will have to be a size box. I was doing some work in one, setting it up for a company who had rented one, but it still had sensitive shit on it, so I had to do it myself. I was walking around and I'd alternate. I'd be walking down the data center, being blasted by hot air, then freezing cold air, then hot air. It's like a reverse, it's like those hot cold plunges that you're supposed to do. What is it called? It's like... row. And I've lost it. Wait, where did it go? Isn't real trolling? I filter by... Okay, are any of these blank? No, so you just didn't make my widget for me. Unreal, I have questions for you. That... Oh, you did make it for me. Rename widget BP underscore load row. So I made an offer on a massive server thing. I put $10, £10 in the offer. Next thing they accept it, and you've got to spend like £1,000 getting it transported to your place. Like it doesn't even fit through the door. I just borrow a friend's van. Fair, fair. Actually, we were looking at it, like the price to rent a van for the day in the UK is quite reasonable. Because when I was helping my sister move, we rented a zip car for like a couple hours, and it was like £45. But you could just rent a van for the day for like £45 anyway, and it's just like, oh yeah, we should have just done that. Like van rents in the UK is also super easy. You have so many friends that have vans. And funny enough, my brother-in-law and I were like really considering getting a van between the two of us, just because it's so useful to have someone that owns a van. I even know a guy that owns his own truck, like an Arctic. God damn. It's super useful to have. Like, honestly, like I own a car. Well, I lease a car. But I think I'd get more value out of owning a van than a car, just for the number of times I've needed to put shit in it. Because I use the car when I need to move shit. Like if I go and buy groceries, I walk to get groceries because I can't be asked taking the car and driving around where I need to go to get it to then come back. It's just easier to take to walk. And then it's like, oh yeah, I walked today. I touched some grass. Actually, there's no grass on my route. Where is the closest grass to me? I think it's a park. Oh, that bottle keeps the water so cold. I've got brain freeze. We need an overlay and an image. And overlays are so useful. Could you just like maximize? Just be the size I want you to be. Scale box. I'm fairly certain I need to set you to a size. Did I? Oh, I don't want a scale box. I want a size box. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, there we go. Done. Fantastic. Now we can have an image. Are you glad you don't have any teaching today, Hexic? Wow, that is so bright. What is this color? What's this one? Is it this one? It's not that one. Let's go with that one. For that color. I'm looking at my design, looking at the size of the thing. It's like, wait, but how big is this thing? Because it's a group. image. The rectangle is sizeless, apparently. Oh, it's huge. 1,439 by 400. I think that might be too big. Every machine is a smoke machine if you operate it wrong enough. True. What did you turn into a smoke machine? Wait, something's wrong here. Can we just delete that? I don't want... Wrap. An ESP32. Ooh, whoops. I accidentally connect 12 volt to the VIN instead of the relay. I think it kind of just set on fire. Well, magic smoke. No, not the magic smoke. ESP32s are cheap, aren't they? eBay. It's fine. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah.
Stop.
How did you get 50? I bought a bunch for a super compute cluster. They're like £5 each. AliExpress. I want 50. Boom. Hello, Boom. How are you doing? You can get 3 on Amazon for £8. I might buy some. Or 5 for 10. The more you buy, the cheaper they are. I think I'll buy some. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but that's, let me get you a listing.
Stop.
Boom, how are you doing? Well, really, it depends on what you want to do. What kind of things do you want to do with it? Other than own one, I don't know. I don't know what I can do with them. I want to get... Part of me wants to get more into... So, I'm wanting to get the 3D printer. So, there's a bunch of things that I'm wondering, like, what can I build using, like, electronics in a 3D printer?
Stop.
It's like Raspberry Pis are fun until you realize that they're really expensive for a lot of the very simple tasks that I use them for. I'm working on making a very tiny microcontroller. Why is it always wrong? Can I make you, I don't know, 150 by 150? That's probably too small. 350? They're nothing special. You can just program what each pin does. Keep in mind that microcontrollers are literally just CPUs. That sounds like fun. Wait, what did I use for you? I used about maybe 12. Maybe padding 250 is a bit excessive. The fuck does that mean, Unreal? Oh, actually, we'll just go like this, 25. That's a bit more, no, 25. Why do I keep hitting 0? That's 0. Actually, I've done it wrong. This should be 25. This should be 0. Then compile, save that. Let's just add all the components that I want. So then I want a vertical box next to the image. Nope. And then we want a bunch of text. So we want this new 1, 2, 3, 4. Swap you two around. Put you like that. And then in the last row, we want just a button. And you're just going to be a centered button. And what are we going to give you as their text? I don't actually want you to have text. I want you to have an image. I want you to be an image button. So we're going to call you delete button. Button delete. Compile, save. Fantastic. So then, vertical box, horizontal box, we want you to take up the width. Technically, you can take up the height as well, but I want to actually adjust the height. Then you, we want you on the... Actually, you're just going to be centered. You, I don't know how we're going to make you. So this... How do I distribute this? But if I set you auto pull, do you just fight? Yes, you do. Haha, nice. Ah, there we go. That is kind of what I want, but it also isn't. Actually, I wonder if I wrap you... hold on. I want that to... full. Yes. We want desired. Finally. Image cost level. Actually, let's go with next level. Cool. Finally, compile that, save that, select you, go Rocky, no. That one. You're not square, and you look really bad. Like, really bad. Let's go with auto for now. Fine. Text block the game. Releasing an early text block here. Okay, so before I decide on the size of that, let's move over to this one and actually add all of them. So I feel like I did something else for this one. I added like a wrap box, a stack box. That's what I want. Stack box. Let's add a stack box to you, and then load row. Widget equals load row. Add that. Can we just like size to content? There we go. Isn't that better? And 1, 2, nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know what you're thinking. Why 8? That is a very good question. Vertical. And size to content was the wrong thing, because what we want... Welcome back. That's the wrong thing again. Let's have some consistency between things. So, what was the size of this scroll box? 1. See, that's too long, but actually we don't care about that, we just want that. Y680. Aha! Then X is just enough for one row, which I would say... I hate doing UI stuff because it's so hard to judge, but I feel like that's too big. I feel like I need to get 4 on a page. I think what we'll do is we'll try and get 4 on a page and reduce their height, make them a bit more squished. A bit longer, but a bit more squished. See? Squished. What is the current? We're 700. No, 700. And then I will need to have... Can a stack box actually have item... Like for you, how did I... I see what I did. Okay. It's technically not great, but it's fine. It'll work. Let's bring the load row back over to the side. Take this size box 10. Actually, that works. We have an ad break. Oh. I'll be right back. I'm going to make some tea.
Feel like we're falling away. Maybe I just need to feel nothing to to make it easier to turn away and leave. Maybe we're a phantom flame, so why do I keep holding out my hand to get burned? I don't wanna clash anymore. I can hear the ghosts in the walls. It's telling me to run away, away, yeah. I don't wanna crash anymore. I can hear the ghosts in the walls. It's telling me to run away. Breaking apart, seeing the end. We have nothing to say. Maybe it's hard to understand that there's nothing left to fight for, and there's nothing left to say. I don't wanna crash anymore. I can hear the ghosts in the walls. It's telling me to run away, away, yeah. I don't wanna crash anymore. I can hear the ghosts in the walls. It's telling me to run away.
I've been dead in water for some time, picking up the parts of my life. Didn't get to solve it this time. How am I to break apart? Don't tell me why we can't collide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Don't you feel it? On the break
Thank you to Neron. Why would they ban ad start age verification? I'm surprised Twitch hasn't had to implement that yet. Oh, they have? Never mind. On certain streams, as far as I know, because they've got a whole bunch of... Twitch has this weird grey line where the streams are all technically over 18 only, but aren't allowed to show too much. You can't really show like explicit content. It can be, I think it can be like suggestive or something. But let's see what happens when MasterCard and Visa finish getting the shit beaten out of them by the gaming community.
I think we could be something so good. So good. So good.
Probably 150. 150 is way too small. 75. Maybe 200 might be the answer. We need to make this bigger. 180. 180 is almost enough. We might be able to make 180 work though. Bro, just a bunch of angry famous that bitched at Steam when they were told the pound sign that went to Visa and MasterCard. That was like, it started off as that, and then it got passed over to that, and then wasn't MasterCard like a caught in sort of lying about it because they said, "Oh no, we had nothing to do with that." It was like, but you literally, and Steam was like, "Nah, bruh, you literally told us this." And Steam was like, nah. Go, don't even, bro. Don't even. You're not throwing us under the bus. Okay, that's better. Then this vertical box, let's add left padding of like 10. That's much better. Ah, it looks better. Like I read something like MasterCard tried to be like, "Oh no, it was Steam, wasn't us," and Steam was like, "No, nah, bruh, nah, don't even." Okay, and I've lost my design. Oh, there it is. If you buy enough land, can I secede? Wait, secede from the UK? Wait, can you? Maggie, hello. How was your dual stream? Maggie Red! Let's give Maggie a shout out. It's Maggie and Mezu. Magzu Raid. It was a special stream. I can't believe you guys rated me. You gave me the special stream? What the heck? How was it? I saw you all sitting on the couch, you were chatting to chat. David, thank you very much for the follow. I got them to rate. Yeah, it's all Temptic's fault. Temptic, how dare. I have never talked before. He's been hiding. All Temtic's fault. Blame Temtic. Why I not already follow? I don't know. I don't know. Paige, thank you very much for the follow. Cobra Chicken, thank you very much for the follow. Holy shit, that was hard. God damn it, Temptic. Lurk, we're gonna boat to catch. Well, thank you very much for the raid. I hope you enjoy your boat and you catch that boat. Something like that, yes. Always blame the otter. It's always the otter's fault. I don't know what it's Temptic's fault, but yes, it's his fault. Yes, just blame the otter. It's always the otter's fault. Let me show you what I'm working on. So welcome in, Raiders. You've managed to find me while I'm busy breaking my UI. I did a whole refactor of my save system, so that now no longer works, and I can't actually show you gameplay because it's broken. I broke it, yes. That was all me. But for those who haven't been here before, I'm Silotromic. I am making a tower defense game in Unreal Engine and I have no idea what that is. But yes, I'm making a tower defense game in Unreal Engine. I'm making all the towers and things myself. These are my towers. We have one in. Wow, the mods are spamming chat too much. I know, right? TD and Unreal Engine, yes. I feel like that ban should be illegal just based on the content of my stream. It's like removing me as a person. Yes, but it's a TD game. Aha. Aha, Temtic. Haha. A TD game in Unreal Engine. I'm hoping to have a demo available by the end of this year. We will see. Things that I have done. We've made the first map. Level... What's it called? There we go. Ta-da! This is the first map. It has water, a little bit of water. It has wet rocks. Look at that wet rock right over there. And we have paths. So the purpose of this TD is you have obviously enemies to kill, paths to defend, towers to place, and modules to protect. So the core concept is you have this module that's arrived and apparently lagging out the game. Don't worry, it's just standard Unreal Engine things. He said it. He said towers. Exactly, not towers. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't actually show you gameplay because apparently I broke it. Story of my life. True. Irad, hello. What does the D stand for in TD? Defense. It counts, no cheating. Don't know what you're talking about. So yes, making a TD game. We've got the first sort of level that we will prototype for the demo. And what else? That's about where it is at the moment. All right, I can't click play. I need to fix this, but so the reason this is broken is because I did a refactor of my save system. I had to do a refactor of my save system because I needed the save system to work in the game so that I could get the level select to work, because the level select is based off of the save system, because the level select needs to know, hey, which maps have you completed? Sada, can we go see the Tower of London later? I mean, I guess, why not? Sada gonna recreate the Linus Tech Tips server room? Yes, let's do that. Was about to use a super dramatic entrance, but considered it might look like I'm a bot. Fair enough. Hello. What? He said it. Wait, Bubbles, why are you like this? You're supposed to be my wife. Why would you throw me under a bus like that? I thought you legitimately wanted to go to the Tower of London. You know what? Fine. We're not going there anymore. You're gonna miss out. Can't believe she'd do this to me. Can't believe it. I thought, no. Bubbles of all people would never do that. Heck, I was just thinking, if I had like a top floor apartment or something, and you know how they do those in winter when it like snows in the UK, you can tell which houses are doing suspicious stuff, like growing weed because the roofs are radiating heat. Like they'd come in and just find mass amounts of servers and raid my apartment. I'm your wife, that's why I could do it. How dare? Your wife has a brilliant sense of humor. I'll go without you. You can't go without me. Save a room in the attic. Do suspicious stuff. Yes, we'll be hosting Minecraft servers or some kind of servers. Raid your house, find a home data center in the attic. Honestly, that would be so funny. I do that. Minecraft servers. Yeah, Minecraft emote. What? Wait, Twitch has a Minecraft emote. How did I not know this? Can I use said Twitch emote? Do I own this? I do. Discord client. I love how you accidentally just wake up, make this, and then move on to the next project like, you know. And if you get raided IRL, you can just say Minecraft server got raided. True.
Why, Chumtic, why have you done this? Let's see. Where are you?
You should prepare for Hightail servers and rent them out. That game's gonna drop before GTA. Maybe, that can be an option. So the reason one of the reasons I'm getting the servers is a whole bunch of things that I want to be able to do. Actually, I made partly a list. So it's funny, I'm like looking, so I sat down, I'm like, okay, before I go just buy random hardware, what do I want to do with it? Taking off glasses, transfer sound to Venom. Your mic and cam are not in sync. Really? 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 They're very in sync for me. Are you sure? They're in sync for me. Maybe it's not in sync for Temptic. Try reloading. Yeah, I want to be able to host game servers, so I want to be able to load Pterodactyl on the server. I want to be able to load Unreal Build onto it, so I'm probably going to go with Horde. If I don't go with Horde, I'll go with Team City, so it needs to be able to run Team City. It needs to be able to run my Plex Media server. What else is there? And then I have like a bunch of smaller containers that I want it to run as well, so there's a lot that I want this small server to be able to do. So it's turning into a not so small server. Turn on Switch latency again. Twitch being Twitch, I guess. It's still. You're not, how dare you? How dare you, Temptic? You're not autistic enough to do it. Why would you say such a thing with me? Maybe you're right. Well. Also, I've been playing with Rubik's Cubes lately, so like this one. And then someone bought me another Rubik's Cube, which is one of these ones, where the sizing is different, and I've now figured out how to solve that one. It makes me very happy, although it takes me forever. I got two computers thunderbolted together and a couple VR headsets in my basement. That sounds like a fantastic idea. I wish I had a basement. Thunderbolt is so underrated. As long as you can say it yourself, Temptic. Oh, North Pole. The North Pole light. Thank you very much for the follow. It's about 12 ms off. That's bearable. So the 12 ms that you're seeing is probably the camera going to the GPU stripping out the background, processing that, sending that back to the camera capture, that being coded and sent through, which is not bad. But it comes like 12 ms before the audio. That's weird. Is the encoder overloaded? No, it's fine. Whenever Nor says something about me in another stream, it always trash talking me. Trash stalking me. No, trash talking, yes. Right, move to Ireland. Why are we moving to Ireland? Where has that come from? You have Irish citizenship. Did you just get that in the last 5 minutes as well? Or have you always had that? Is this like a side project, like the side project where you just accidentally create end-to-end encryption? No, I've had it for ages. My mom has an Irish passport. Okay, fair. I was about to be like, bro. I would say no desync, because a deep desync of less than 30 ms is not even noticeable if you don't stare at your mouth. Is it better if I do this? Then you can't tell, right? So now you have no idea if it's desynced. Problem solved. I can put my glasses back on. Making a character in Blender is mind-numbing. I can't. I didn't really enjoy character creation in Blender. I like hard surface creation in Blender, but characters have never been my forte. I mean, I care more about you than myself, maybe, than I had with any other person that wanted to meet up online. Goddamn tempting. The feels, man. I like the sound of my computer fans. A slight desync. I wonder why is a desync. Would that... Maybe it's... Either it's... The only thing that I can think of is the... What do you call it? Actually, I wonder if it's a Twitch-related issue, because I've noticed that sometimes when I watch streams for a long period of time, I have to refresh it to get everything back in sync. When me and my BF go to Germany in November this year, I have to use my British passport, otherwise I'd be skipped down the EU lane and it'd be easy to get out. Oh, lol. Fair enough. Well, that's what Bubble... So I do that with Bubbles is, depending on where we're going, if I can skip ahead, I always wait with her regardless. How does one fix UI that turns invisible after copying into another widget BP? Honestly curious if you know the answer. How does it turn visible? Does it just like get stacked outside somewhere? Because usually when I copy stuff, so for example, if I copy this button and I just paste it here, it just gets pasted in weird places. And sometimes what happens is if I move that button, so if I move that to 000, let's maybe give it more than a size of 100. If you can see it here, it should be fine, but is it maybe stacked behind something? So for example, if I put it there, okay, I've got a background blur, but just turns invisible. Is it, and the visibility is fine? Visible. Right, this doesn't have visibility because this is not a button, this is a widget that I've made as a collection of different things into a button. So if I go there we go. It's all off. That's super weird. Tempting's trying to fight you. You should always wait, it's polite. Yeah, well, I always do. Also, going through border control is always super stressful, so rather do it together. And the border people don't care. A friendly fight for funsies. Let's delete that. Then the other thing that I want to do is I want to click save that. I actually want to remove that. Then add an image. Actually, let's not add image. Let's go and add this one over here. So this, copy that, go back to that one, paste that, puts it in the wrong place. Ta-da!
I hope that you know I never wanted to be gold. Be alone.
You removed me. How dare.
From heartbreak.
Copying widget shouldn't make them disabled and invisible when settings are already disabled. True. Hello, fellow game developer. I have arrived here on a raid train. Thought I'd pop by, say hello, and I'm lurking. Thank you very much, Birdsong, for popping by and for lurking. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you're doing very well today. You removed me? How dare! Okay, so you're... Okay, let's get this... Not... I have lost the road. Thank you very much for the fart. Oh, posture check, hydrate, and fart. Thank you, Tempting, for the fart. I have sat up. I am no longer in sitting shrimp mode. I didn't know you could stack multiple posture checks. Let's edit this widget. Oh, it was over there. It was a weird place for it to be. So, what is this going to be? Let's give it default text for now. Add the functionality where we set that it is an empty slot later on. I need my design back. There we go. So let's go text, save, slot name, SSN, Saturday Night Live, SNL. Emote only. How long does that work? Ah, I'm outside. You should use Unreal. Spam! 2 minutes. Okay. So many! Oh, my thing has actually stopped updating. I've been timed out by my own Steam Deck. Hey, you got the Maggie one. And you got the Jetum one. $6.99, nice. All the paparazzi. Can we get to 1,000? What madness has this stream devolved into? Yes. Hey, 2 minutes is up. Nice. 1K. Oh, hello, Zuculos. How are you doing today? Welcome to the chaos. Where is the button I am looking for? Oh, there he is. 18, too small. 22. Yeah, should be fine. Let's make you center. And let's change you to text level name. Also, you should all be variables because I have to set all of you. You actually need to be set from an array. Vanishes into the ether to do a deep dive into their unique interaction mechanic for their own game. Cage! Can you tell us about your game before you go? Or have you vanished already? What she said, Tyler. Then this is going... Wait, did I make you all... Oh, I did. You're going to be level name. So current level name. You're going to be... playtime. It's too long to describe it, chat, but I'll try. Fair enough. Play top. 24. Center. 24. That's 20. Whoops. I should start working too, probably. Do it. While you're at it, describe for us the meaning of life before you go. This looks like a UI element. It is. It's my save slot. You can go... Actually, let's put you at the bottom. And we're going to make you actually the smallest. Let's make you like 20. Where's my thing? So you're going to be elapsed 16 minutes, 22 hours. Should that be the other way around? Okay, let's just change it to seconds. There we go. So I'm working on a Magic Survival open world game with a full digestic integrated system that acts slightly different first person and third person. There's also dynamic entity player persistence, which I call Johnny Protocol because it shortens to deep. Nice! Or depth. Sorry, depth. That sounds pretty cool. That is a lot. That sounds very complex. Make this 22 as well. So you're 22. Actually, you're going to be 20. And 24. I want you to actually be 34. That's not 34. That's 34. There we go. File, save. Then I'm going to give you bottom padding of, let's say, 10. That's not the bottom. That's the top. That's the bottom. Good job. counter works. Nice. Well done, Hexic. The counter is still counting. That's just the tip of the iceberg. I have a whole game design document dedicated to it. I also have a working title. Nice. Good job. That's really cool. When are you planning on having a working sort of prototype or a demo for it? Isn't it triggered by a words screenshot? Yes. Something like that. So every time I actually need to do a reg edit. At the moment, it only works for this set. But I need to actually change it to do sort of, if you have the screenshot emote, it counts. So for example, we can go and actually add, I should actually add every time I find a new one. That's not counting. That's not counting because I haven't added it. Let me add it quickly. So there's mags. Shadow. I should actually just whitelist it to the word screenshot. There you go. Why does it look like we can get a little padding on the right side of the image? What do you mean? Padding? Oh, padding, yes, right. Mags and Jen screenshot events are not triggering the counter. Steam VR on OSC through the engine itself, so I'll probably won't need a URL. Oh, nice. That's easy enough. Prototype is a short while away. I've been struggling with the interaction mechanics. You smell. How dare you, turning cock? Demo releases roadmap trace 3 or 4 while I'm currently working on 1 and 2. Fair enough. You can small scope. That sounds like a good thing. Just get the list from Boom. Does Boom actually have a full list? I suppose she would. My UE looks different already from your UI. Are you... Wait. Do you mean which part of UE? Because if you're using 5.6, that would be why. Like, this all changed in 5.6, this top row. Also, 4 and 5. The way they set up this template. Oh, okay. Can I actually, if I adjust this... Oh, what I could just do is change it to have the word screenshot as well. That'll cover all cases. There we go. So now any emote that has the word screenshot in will trigger it. Or the word. Oh, you just downloaded UE and never tried it. Okay, you'll be on 5.6 then. I tried 5.6 last week and had to relearn memory muscles for everything. The problem I have with 5.6 is they've moved where all this stuff is, or they've changed what the icons look for, like, and I'm like, hey, why? Why? Part of me is like, what? There's some features in 5.6 that I really want. But part of me doesn't want to touch 5.6 yet. I'm like, oh, I don't want to have to deal with it. How does that look? First of all, can we close that? Open the load menu, put that there. So... do. 5.6 is good for optimized gameplay. It's not good for UI changes, as Cider pointed out. Great. Yeah, it's not that. Yeah. Fun. Okay. I'm also like, let's finish this 5.5 project and then upgrade to 5.6. I'm gonna upgrade to 5.6 before this project is finished, but at the moment I want to like get a bunch of stuff working before I touch anything, and then I'll upgrade. Because my guess is by the time I actually get around to upgrading to 5.6 is the new orientation system will be an Unreal Engine. So left-handed, up, Y, whatever they call it. The XYZ is changing in Unreal Engine, and that should be in by the time I decide to actually upgrade. That should be a pain. It's taken me a couple months to get used to the new menu layouts, so I'm glad I compiled it early. Oh great, what the fuck? What? Being able to visually script in VR has applications I want to try. That's cool. Did you not know about that, Turning Cog? I'm wondering if upgrading my project 5.6 is causing my project to crash. I've had to revert to previous builds, I say, before the upgrade. Possibly. Very possible. Since I use basically 2 miles. Nice. I just got used to the import fuckering around from Blender to Unreal. Hold on. Thank you for the posture check, the hydrate, and the stretch. Where is it? Where is it? Can you search a post? Like the VR pointers can set bindings, but this took a long time in Unity. I have no interest in certain aspects. Fair enough. It's pretty cool that you can do that. Where is this post about it so I can link it to Turning Cog, and then you can just have sad faces. And Tim Sweeney needs to get off Twitter. There's too many posts. Holy damn, there's so many. Are you supposed to use someone as an archive if you've got this many posts? There we go. Here you go, Turning Cog. Enjoy that. Well, hello, Father. Hello, Arm. How are you doing today? This guy's trying to make me cry. How do you think I feel? The amounts of systems that I've implemented currently in Unreal Engine C++ that use this old system and I have to move to this, I'm not looking forward to it. Like, they say it's going to be seamless, but we know it's never seamless. What did you do, Exit? Nothing is seamless when AAA developers are involved. True. Rate limit? Oh yeah, Hex, Tempting kicks the rate limit all the time. Is the screenshot too loud? I'm testing something. It's not so loud. Okay. A Python script posting messages. Fab was supposed to be seamless. Niagara was supposed to be seamless. Transition to chaos, and supposed to be the transition to chaos is supposed to be seamless. Fab, if it's anything like Fab, I'm gonna absolutely cry because the Fab seamlessness was the worst thing ever. It's still not working properly. 250 ms is the sweet spot. Posture check. What? I clicked fart, not posture. Oh, so you want a posture fart? There you go. Thank you for the fart. I'm surprised this thing is actually working. I win, I win, I win, I win, I win. Wow. I win, not a script for real. My chat thing is actually breaking. It's not even updating half the time. It's like, bro, what do you want me to do? The HTTP server that I'm running on the side, that's supposed to be updating the screenshot count, is actually dying. How to rate limit? My web browser just freezes if I spam too much. Twitch is going to come in here and just be like, ban broadcaster for spam. It's been about 10 seconds since the chat window is actually updated. Okay, it's updated now. I've had to mute stream because the sound is incredibly annoying. Fair. Wow, cool stream. Annoying. They're going a bit crazy. There we go. I'll stop now. Never mind. Wow, cool stream. What's in HD? Such wow. Are you guys having fun? It should be called paparazzi mode. Literally in caps. Almost 2001. Fucking hell. Yeah, it's a bit bye Phil. It's a bit chaotic. Where is my 7.5? It's almost like a boom stream. Not as interactable, but yes. 172. That should allow me to have the full thing. Okay, it does, but now I need to change. What is the max size of this? Let's start with that. Insane. We still need to be able to throw things inside her. Boom, when I get my VIP. I'm so close to getting it. I got like 200 and something thousand points in Boom Stream now. My brain is having an issue comprehending that tweet you sent in chat. I'm sorry, When do we get to redeem for having Bubbles walk in and hit you with an inflatable hammer? I feel like that's gonna go so badly. I'm just gonna walk out of stream with thing. Why is everyone copying everyone else? 700. Okay, what is 700? Is 700 divisible by 4? 700 divided by 4. No, yes, it is 175. So if we want 175, 175. So that should be perfectly aligned. There we go. I need to figure out the version aspect because I shouldn't waste time on anything that will update. Depending on the systems you're touching, it should be fine because they mostly upgrade without too much issues. I'm gonna dip for real this time. My project is frustrating, so I need to touch grass at the end of my garden, 80 meters away from my house, 70 meters away from my house. Good luck, thank you very much. Thanks for stopping by, and good luck. I hope it goes well. I have a 100-word essay due tomorrow, and I'm here watching Siler. Why do you have a 100-word essay? What is it for, Boom? And thank you for watching me as your procrastination. Temtic, are you running at 10 meters per second? Pro tip, Boom, if you wait until the last minute, you'll have time to procrastinate. You won't have time to procrastinate. That makes sense, but admit that it's going to be irritating. So much of the engine changes, even with these two last updates, have been a real learning curve. True, Turning Car. That is very true. Oh, you learn. Oh, wait, brilliant. Is Boom younger than me? Life is a lie. I was also in shock when Pemi said he's only 20. He sounds much older than 20, so I was like, what? You're running at 10 meters per second. My max is 23.9 on treadmill. Okay, bye! That's kind of fast. 23.9. God damn. He's younger than me and his voice is twice as deep as mine. I have to touch graph for half an hour when I finish my work. I haven't touched anything since 5.5.4. I'm still on 5.4. I'm at work and watching Silent. What are you doing for work? No maths today. I mean, I'm like the master procrastinating. Museum guide. Oh, that's so cool. That is a super cool job. I'm gonna read the VR template patch notes between versions so I can see what errors that translate in errors. Oh, the patch notes. Oh, what's gonna be updated? Right. Are you the voice on the self-guided tour? Got completely Shrek from Twitch there for a second. Oops. Basically, I wait for visitors and guide them through the museum. But when nobody wants is waiting to visit, I'm free to do whatever. Nice. I guess that makes sense. And they just like force you to do a museum tour with nobody if there's no one there. The timestamp on those patch notes matter just as much as what's been patched. That's such a cute emote. Do I have that one? No. I haven't really followed much of what's changed in VR and Unreal Engine lately.
Mirrors on the wall, staring back at me. Stranger in the hall, frozen by the scene. Portraits seem to fade. He lost his centerpiece. Can't recall his face. I hope he'll rest in peace. Haunted by my mind, victim or the prey. Everything is fine. Take me to my grave. Bury me alive, keeping me astray. Hard to say goodbye to who I am today. Everything is fine. Take me to my grave.
I'm a professional yapper, basically. I can yap about local history for 3 hours straight. Nice. 9 a.m. and I'm still rotting in my bed. Get up, Arm. Go make yourself a cup of coffee. And then you go back to bed if you want. Oh yeah, guess what, Cider? What? I have LLC now. Nice. Nicely done. Close to a streamer comes to the good. That's true. That's true. But I yap based off of what you guys say. I don't just have to like fill the silence with just yap. I suppose technically I do, because I just go off on a tangent of my own. I like history. I don't care about the politics. They like to classify as history. Fair enough. I don't. I know on Unity version controls and Nightmare, and everyone is all over the place, and building new packages and old projects is like crossing fingers and toes. Yikes. I changed my script and now it does one message less than the rate limit, which is 20 messages per second. Did you just test the rate limit for that? I still haven't finished my tea from the last time. Braxton! Exec, thank you for subscribing. No ads for me. Now, anyway. Thank you for the sub, I greatly appreciate it. I can get access to the other emote. Because Twitch doesn't allow you to have animated ones for the follow ones, for whatever reason. Also, I'll be right back. Bounce isn't going up. Is it disabled? Oh yeah, I don't think I have it on that screen. Skill issue. Whoops. Oh great, you made him leave. Yes. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you very much. What was the last one? It wasn't playtime. Oh, it was save date. So we'll just go 20. What's today's date? 01/08/2. Is it the first? No, it's the second. 25. When people say coggers, sometimes they mean me, and it's fucking confusing. We're gonna have a minute of this, aren't we? Oh, this one's smaller. I kind of want to have these two in like a bit of an off gray. Like that. Are you having fun rate limiting? Testing your rate limit. I feel like this needs to be smaller, so let's go with 18. This is still even smaller, 14. Let's keep that for now, and then we can check. So... make you a button, and for now we will just say that you're a variable, we'll compile, we'll save. And on click. Oops, what did you do? You forgot you did that? Display, oh, I have to make a new UI element for this. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Okay, just, could we not? Display a "Are you sure?" message. Should the user be able to delete a save? I suppose they should. Custom. So, do we have a struct that feeds in all this information? I think we actually, I think I did. When I was making the save system, I actually did something like not the worst way ever. What is this? Save slot, last save time, current level. So slot name, fine. So what do we have? We've got slot name, which matches that. Current level, we'll need... So last save time goes there, and we want elapsed time. There's like 2 QAs a month in my area for UE forms. Oh, that's pretty cool. There's 0 in my area, which actually really annoys me. It's going to be very, if it works on my machine, bro. Okay, there's playtime. So, last save. So we've got unlock towers, last save. What did I do here? Only when in a level, not let's add a to do. I'll put it there. To do implement time on level begin start time on end stop and add to total. I think people who've done that didn't start here, judging by what they're saying. So are you developing, so what are you trying to develop for sort of VR using Unreal Engine? Because you mentioned doing like nodes in VR. Like, can you actually do UE development in VR? Save slot info. Okay, so we need save slot info. But current level... Actually, what I want is not just the current level. Building my own EXE. Yes, I just don't own the SDK. Ah, okay. That's pretty cool. That's exciting. That is cool that you can do that. Fname. Level name. Can we not select the whole thing? I just want the end of the line. I'll save that. Actually, we don't need to store it. If we store the index, then it's fine. We can fetch that. I'll have probably a function in blueprints to do that, because then we can just load in the data table, or it could actually be anywhere. It just needs to load the data table up, say, hey, give me the one at this amount. So that's fine. So let's go like this. Let's save everything. And then I want to try and hook up this now. Okay, before we do that, can we get to this page? Let's start with that. So, load menu can we even get to the load menu? So, I remember how I designed this. Sila, Jedum, hello, how are you doing? Did you manage to get the most hysterical looking animation working? That was so funny to watch. Your character jumps forward and the legs just scale up based off the distance. In that moment, I did not envy you because that looked like a pain, but it was so funny to watch. IK stretch maximum. It was so funny. Did you have a good stream? Right, I actually have to go and fix all the blueprint things before I can do any of that. Whoops. Fairly certain I fixed you. Whatever. Was a good one, thanks, dude. How are you cooking? Pretty well. I earlier this week I refactored my entire save system, which is why nothing now works. I had to refactor it because I needed the select level needs to know which maps the player has finished, and in order for that we need to read the save file. In order to read the save file, I need to actually have a load menu that's able to read the different save slots to know the information about it. So as you can see, I needed one thing here, and that led to this, which then led to all of this being broken. Good old refactor, exactly. How are you doing today, Riley? So on map complete is now just dead. I actually have no idea what it does. I know that I'm gonna have to go through and retest all these things because it's not gonna work. The chain of refactor events, yes. Oh, so fun. I think part of the issue is I don't like using the name map all over the place because there's this, so I think I actually renamed everything to level. So yeah, get level complete, set that as the name, and then that's it. I'm alright, kind of got an intro into D&D, going to play it in about 2 weeks with when people meet up. Nice, enjoy. It's pretty cool. What I haven't seen done before is server networking pipelines for Unreal Engine. What do you mean? Like build server, or do you mean how Unreal Engine communicates with a server? Because part of that's usually offloaded, so a lot of people just integrate the Steam SDK for networking and that kind of stuff. So I could bring in my friends. I would just do that through Steam. Into the same scene. Yeah, probably look at Steam for that. Or even Epic's got a EOS, Epic Online Services, for that as well. Today we only talked about characters, then went over a few things about D&D. We're not going to play it today since people's brains are fried. Fair enough. Well, hopefully when everyone's refreshed, like D&D games can go on for ages, so it'll be cool. Jedum, aren't you supposed to be asleep this time of day? Yes, Jedum's usually always supposed to be asleep, but somehow he's always awake. Jedum is usually not awake when we expect him to be awake, but he's streaming when we expect him to not be awake. You're suggesting that us game devs sleep the madness? Crimson, hello? Probably. I'll check out how Epic handles this. did I hear, Jedem? You did. It is the legend, the myth has arrived. It is the Jedem. Dum dum dum. Jedem watches over the gates of the engine. True. I've mastered the engine game dev. Unpredictable sleep cycle. True. Like whenever I go and check like what time is it there, and I'm like, should you be awake? Because I think you're 12 hours ahead of me. It's like 1:42 for you, isn't it? And I've watched your stream in the evenings before. I've raided you in the evenings. Yeah. Like the one day I raided you, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. You were muted because the missus was sleeping. Bro nailed it. Yeah, this time of year. Sorry, the police are coming. 11 hours ahead. And then when we go switch our clocks back, it'll be 12. Okay, so I fixed that one. What about this one? This one? This one? This one? This one? Wait, do you just compile now? No, you don't. Oh! God damn! What have I done? I'm gonna actually have to look at this, aren't I? I saw this the other day and I was just like, nah, I don't want to touch this right now. This looks like a lot of work. Overdue follow issue. Looking forward to swinging by. Do 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 do. Sida about to get arrested for not providing appropriate age verification. True, true. That's a big thing now. You know, I thought the platform would handle that for me as well. Is hosting network play in the scope of your game? No. So there won't be any network play. I could implement that, but I don't want to have to deal with the whole replication system, which is why I'm not touching that. But if I did do network play, I would probably just use Steam to handle all of that for me. With the Steam SDK, it's quite straightforward how that all works, which is good. Okay, get save tower data apparently no longer exists. So what was this function supposed to do? So this was supposed to check tower unlock. So game instance. Ah, right. Because what I did was the way that I was doing this was really bad. I had a array of booleans that each boolean was represented a different tower in some order, which is why I have all of this to determine which one it is. And it was just like, why? So there's a much better way of doing that. And what we do is we go get number of unlocked towers. Which actually we don't even need to do because we've just got an array. You could do a map, tower bool. So what I'm doing instead is I have an enum of towers at this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the name and I'm just going to push that into I think a map. Or a set. Is it a map? One of them. I don't understand your point about not wanting to deal with it, since Steam does offer out-of-box integration. The reason I don't want to deal with... so it's not about the Steam part, it's about the actually having to deal with... the replication issues in Unreal Engine, and it's a lot simpler just to build a single player game than a multiplayer game. So it was just completely outside of the scope of what I wanted to do, because I never wanted to have multiplayer as a thing, which is why I never did it. Yeah, I started on the index and I got a great idea of how Valve does things. Backseat deving. That's fair. Game on! Hello. There's server built examples and guides on how servers build out there as well, but Steam Play can work out of the box. It's kind of possible to visual script replication behavior, but within the bounds of pre-existing classes. So it's a case of UEs itself. I thought it was the whole network issue. No. It's a UE issue. The networking part is... I actually think a lot of the networking part, because like Steam and EOS take care of it, it's quite simple. What's this about UE and networking? So... Gamion, we're talking about how you go about integrating your allowing your game to be able to do what do you call it? Basically hooking up networking to your game. So how would you allow players to connect and stuff? And my mention was to use Steam. Sila, did you implement Steam saving yet? I'm working on the autosave now. And we'll see for the Steam thing. I haven't yet, Temptic, but that would be a good thing to actually for me to look into next. Because I actually don't know how the Steam one works for saving. I've just retrofitted my entire save class. So if we go to the game instance, we type save game. There we go. So save game. I've actually retrofitted my entire save thing, so the whole save system now works. And I just need to... I think all you do is you take that file and you tell Steam where the file is and where it goes. You saved my code. Thank you, Boom. I appreciate it. That way, if I lose it, you'll have it for me somewhere. Players connecting, yes. The online subsystem, yeah. Thank you for the hydrate. I don't learn how Steam saves files on cloud with UE. Who needs Git when there's Boom? True. As far as I can tell, it's quite simple. I read it very briefly, and from what I can understand is you basically tell Steam, hey, this folder at this path relative to my game, I want you to take that and save it to the cloud. So if there's a change in it, upload it to the cloud. If it doesn't exist, download that from the cloud. And that's how I've understood it. Boom single-handedly backing up the community's project, the hero we don't deserve. True. And in like a single sort of save slot. So a save slot would be... do this, or that is a single slot. We store the players, all their stats and stuff in it. I would want to do networking on Steam Network SDK and keep people's save files in the cloud. I think keeping the save cloud, the save file in the cloud makes a big difference. I'm wanting to make sure my save file works, and then I'll get that integrated. And then I need to figure out how we do the multiple instances. So not multiple instances, multiple platforms. So I think it's just a matter of like define, however you do it. Define, and then it's platform, ORM underscore Steam EOS. There's a way basically of going, you know, EOS, and basically finding out which one you have, and then telling the SDK, go and save this. Instead of git restore, you do boom, I fucked up. Boom has multiple petabytes of screenshots. By this point, yes. Did I get to feature in the Boom stream? There's a Tower Defense Fest in 2026. I have to get my demo out for that. Okay, so Temtech, I have to have my demo out for March 9th, is what you're saying. Like, that's within scope, so I'm doing ground up with that approach. Fair. Ugh. I've lost Unreal. And apply to it, of course. Thing is, I don't want to apply to it until I have something, because otherwise it's going to be like stressful. I think so. I had a look this week and I have 90 hours of leave left, which is 90 divided by 7.5. I have 12 days of leave, which is 2.5 weeks. So I'm thinking of taking like a week and then just spending a week basically working on the game from 9 to 5 as a day job, just to get like a massive chunk of stuff out. I have my UE game next online playtest tomorrow evening. The networking has been working great in recent playtests, so I'm conflicted. 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. True, boom, true. That's so cool, Gamion. I mean, isn't that like you're conflicted, yes, but isn't that like the dream? That the fact that it's been working great, it's like, well, do you want to do the playtest just for the sake of doing the playtest, or do you want to? Are you able to change? Oh, I can't read. Right. It helps if I can read, doesn't it? Never mind then. That's a good thing if you're... No, I can't even speak. I mean, if the online's working, then good. Like, you shouldn't need to worry. If my world is just a cube map box and the platform with a couch and working TV, that's my goal. That sounds cool. I need to ramp up the number of playtests big time. It's an online multiplayer game after all. Yes, and that's usually where things just break. Shifts up. Let's touch grass and head home. Have a great time, y'all. Wish you a great stream, Sila and chat. Thank you, David. I hope you have a good travels home. And I hope to see you soon. Hopefully I get to see you soon as well. Have a good one. Lurk. Thank you for the lurk. Right, I need to actually go and So that we can just delete. Set tower save data. Why? We don't need to do this. Void, thank you very much for the follow. Voidopolis. I think that's how we say it. I can have my friends over and Steam movies, etc. in my EXE if I get UE portal mode. Oh yeah, you could do that. You know that Fortnite? I think Fortnite, when they were doing like some of the events that they do, they had, you could watch when they did a Dragon Ball event, and during that event you could watch Dragon Ball Super in Fortnite. So yeah, it'd be cool to do a movie night inside of Unreal Engine. We don't need this. This makes no sense anymore. Because all we need to do is unlocked Because we've got check tower unlock. But I've got this. Where is it? Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Unlock towers there. And it's a set. So get unlock towers. So all we need to do is go. Yeah. Hey friend, sorry I couldn't be more present for this, but I'm lurking, following so I can catch you on content later. Birdsong, thank you very much, not a problem at all. I appreciate the lurk. And it's even the duck song as we speak. Thank you for the follow. I think people who know what they're doing should make their own sandbox instead of playing in someone else's. Hey, we hit the goal. What was it at? That's 550. Holy damn. What the actual? Oh shit, the follower goal. Yes. Thank you everybody for the hitting the follower goal. 550. That's insane. That's like more fingers than I have in my hands, I think. Could I even count that high? We want this, and then we want a U function. Game state. Get unlocked towers, and then let's just go return unlocked towers. Save, done. Let's update the follower goal. That's the wrong button. Anyway, lurk time for me. Bye-bye. Goodbye. I don't have a follower goal personally, but Twitch keeps setting one up and moving the goalpost when I get followers. Yeah, they do that for you. The thing is, I don't like the increments that they set, because like from 550 it'll set like 560. I don't really like that, so I'll move it to like 575 now, and then 600, because I like the 25 increments. I mean, in theory, I could just set it to 600 now. I like the idea of owning my TOS. Fair enough. I usually lose followers when I stream. Really? Maybe they don't understand the scam, Boom. They don't understand the scam. What the heck? My stream is so bad that the follow count were negative. Could it be people that are unfollowing from when you started streaming, Boom, since your content changed? Yes. I started streaming. Twitch said I owe follows. Lol. Isn't that because of the WoW in the past? I have this as well from when I did Division streams to game dev. Yeah, Boom did StarCraft, not WoW. Yes, Boom did WoW as well. Did you switch to game dev, Boom, in 26th of about March 2024? No, I feel like you were doing game dev before then. I like the idea of blueprint material instead of shader graph and VD. I watched someone stream Microsoft Flight Simulator, seeing level flight with nice landscapes was strangely relaxing and satisfying. True. March? When did you start? When did you do the switch over to game dev? Because if you look at your data, like it says you got a whole bunch here in June 2020. Oh, May, June. Did you also get one of those bot follow things that came through? Actually, I think that was when we had the bot follow. Yeah, it was about then. There was a bot that was going around following a bunch of people. I probably used a bot removal thing. Ah, right, okay. Because I remember I was streaming at that point and I got like 1,000+ followers at one point. That were all bots, and then I had to use that bot removal tool. Oh, check tower unlock. Right. Never mind. This is not doing what I thought it was doing. Let's... This class checks to see if we need to now unlock a new tower after completing a level. I can't do this yet. To do after adding new data table with all level progress, pull data from there. There we go. I lost 4,792 followers going to stream events. What? What the heck? There, my game is a cloud. Leveled out around 5k connections. Lost more than I ever gained. What? Did you also get hit by that bot, Temptic? Actually, that's interesting because I wonder what this, because Twitch last year when it gave me the summary was like, oh, I'd gained like 1,400 followers in like the Twitch recap, but I'd removed a bunch. Well, a bunch got banned because they were all bots. So then this year it's just going to say what I lost a whole bunch. I even took a look at Twitch reporting Steam Elements using different numbers sometimes, and I never figured out why. Steam Elements gives me different results to what the Twitch one does, so I never sure what's going on. This should be check should unlock new tower. A bit wordy, but it's fine. Fine. There. Compile, save. Okay. Game mode is fixed. Sort of. Doesn't technically work. Right. Widget blueprint, tower unlock group. What's wrong with you? So, we cast the game instance, we get the game instance, we set the game instance. This is an event construct. Then we get the tower data. What do you look like? You look like nothing. What are you? You're the group. Right, okay, fine. Then we get the tower data row. Then for each row, we get tower saved data. We get the unlocked towers. If it is unlocked, we create that. So instead of that, can't we just do game TD? Can I type? Please let me type. TD game instance. Get game instance. Unlocked. I need to restart Unreal. Need a screenshot unknown struct. The platform I spend my time on, I'm like 4.8k. I used to be 5.3k. That's a long decay. That is a long. Ah, what the actual shit. God damn it, fellas. I'm almost at 200 followers. I only stream 3 to 8 hours a week because I have a full-time job, so no complaints. Fair enough.
You want to?
Oh, yes, I do. Thank you. Very kind. The hand. The hand bringeth. Dang, that was spooky. Was spooky. Yeah, gaming. I'm sort of in a similar boat because I only stream on the weekends because I have that 9 to 5 job. How long have you been streaming for, Gamion? The streamers that do VR, it looks like way too much work. Yes. I do Monday evenings and bonus streams the rest of the week when I'm in the mood. Fair enough. I just want to have something once. Oh wow. There was a time you overlooked me. How dare. Being streaming since October, but that was after 1 year of doing on your hiatus. It was the time I overtook you. You overtook me ages ago, didn't you? Oh lol. I love how we both started like ages ago, and it's just like nothing. What color am I? I'm thing. Mine's kind of just like curved and then slowed down, but yours has kept the same growth level. So you see, like here, mine was going up really, really quickly, and then it just flattened out, and now it's kind of curving up again. But yours has kept much more of a linear increase. Oh, I had more watch hours than you. Oh, but you're gonna overtake me soon because I think you get more. Thank you, Bubbles. Tyler has way better followers per hour, but I stream a lot less. I'll restream once more once good play scared fair. So instead of rounding down, it went up. Fair enough. Mine's gone up recently, but mine used to be a lot less. The yearly interval rate is higher. We changed the year. So hours streamed. Look at Temptix's curve for hours streamed. Mine's actually gone down. To be fair, I did take off like 2 weeks with the wedding. And and I'm not gonna be able to stream tomorrow because I've got a thing with friends. Then the following weekend, I'm not here, well, I'm technically here on Sunday, but I'm going to Sweden that night. So I've got to go to the airport. Someone's at the door. Oh, it's probably my sister. Give me 1 second. Bubbles is taking care of it. Yeah, but you took 2 weeks when I took 2 weeks. Oh, right. Lol. So funny enough for us, I like how you pronounce it, Sweden. I'm going to Stockholm next Sunday. Hours watched. Attempting is slowly catching. He's catching me. Yeah, it was like a lot, and then it's just he's catching. You can see we did in the collab because it's identical. Which collab? Remember that the collab, I didn't stream during the collab. Ah, average views is just madness. The drawing collab. Yeah, I wasn't streaming during that. No, there were too many people streaming, so I said I wasn't going to do it. Tantic is so much more active than me. That's so funny to see. Did I restart this? I can't remember. I'll be right back. I have it. Save, save, save. I need to implement the save button. I haven't done that. Can you send me the one with Kanye as well, Timtic? I just have to cook in VR. Now I have to convert a few of my friends' models and show them UE. Doo-doo-doo. Damn! It's not even like, I see what you mean, it's not even close. Hours watched 18,000. Like, it's a thing that trying to get, trying to get like 1 million watch hours just feels impossible at the moment. Because it's so much. Kanye and I have similar whatchamacall things. $10K is not 1 million, right? No. 10K is 10,000. So 10K is just 10,000. 100K is 100,000, and then 1,000K is 1 million. Why'd you say 1 million? No, I mean like 1 million, because there's 10K. I'm meaning like I've got what, 1% of 1 million? Is it 1%? Shit, it is 1% of 1 million. It's terrifying. Not even 1%. No, I'm at 1%. 10K is 1%. No, what? %? Yes, 1%. It is 1%. So if you're wanting to go for those trophies that Twitch gives you, hold on, now I want to go and look. I would probably bounce hard at 15K. 15K in viewers? Where is it? So, you know, there's a achievement which gives you an actual physical award, which is the Bleed Purple Award. So that's 5 million. So 5 million. So Temtech, I'm gonna round yours up to 10K just for easy math. So we're both at 10K. That's what, that's 0.2% of getting to that one. We're at 0.2%. Then level out at like 50K. That's insane. I see it like function on a chart with so many people. Yeah, fair enough. You do a for loop. What can you do with a set? Oh. A set of strings. Our class. Some categories have specific advantages. Dev is one of the hardest grinds for sure. Yes, it definitely is. That being said, like, I feel for like game dev, you've got to just have so many. Like to hit that amount, you could just have, it's insane how much it is. Return value, set of strings, but how do you break the strings? What do you do with the set? Ah, or each. Fuck yeah. In gaming, it's harder. How do I stream Claire for a week? What the heck is a set? A set is it's technically a unique array. So values inside a set have to be unique. So if it's a set of strings, you can't add the same one twice. It has to be unique. How do you get exposure to what's happening? What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean something? Do you mean like when you were streaming that you had like low view count? The game? Like the stream does serve as advantages in that way, it can only improve. That and having, well, that and while it's harder to talk to chat and keep an eye on chat, especially, oh right, yes. I know what you mean. I find gameplay and speaking to chat very difficult. I find you end up like not speaking to chat as much because you're trying to focus on this a lot more. Like with the game dev, I can literally just stop immediately and I'll lose my train of thought, yes, but nothing will happen if I'm not looking at it. What I'm gonna do. This is a. How am I gonna do this? I'm just gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat. It should be fine. Unlock towers. To do move this when we a full loop from the menu. Dot add. What is the gun tower? Right, let's use hot reload because we hate ourselves. Like, I get to see different workflows, I'm sure, and I get a lot of exposure of what's happening instead of a head and a hole for 4 years in an engine. True. A lot of people don't even bother to look around. I like looking around. It's also why I watch a lot of... I like watching Unreal Engine streamers. So, like, I watch Boom stream a lot because, well, Boom does very different stuff from what I do. And there's a lot of areas that I haven't even touched that Boom works with. So it's always cool to see that side of what's possible. But a lot of the streamers that I watch on Twitch are Unreal Engine focused because you get to see different parts of the engine that you don't always touch. Silo works and streams so he can afford to buy a $1 million server rack. Yes, that's the only reason I'm working, is so that I can buy that $1 million server rack. It's so broken. Widget blueprint button. Unable to get tower row, invalid name. What did I set the tower row name as? Widget BP tower button. Widget BP. I can just do this. Widget BP tower button. I'm in danger. Da, 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 da. Event graph here. So here's all the tower data. Fine. You are. What is your key value? What was that? Gun tower. Surely it should be gun tower. What did I say? Oh, I said. I forgot that I had made this easier for myself and then made it harder for myself as well. For real, I knew it. Exactly. If I had the money to design my own house, I would design it with a server room in mind. I would love to have a full server room. Are those sounds the UE autosave? No, those sounds are the live compile. So regenerate the code in Unreal Engine without closing down the editor and restarting it. The problem with these type of features in Unreal Engine is if you don't know how to properly use it, it just causes confusion. Because people, so it mostly works, but they need to actually add like a caveat. So, which is basically it can do some parts, but not all of it. So for example, if you add a delegate, it won't always pick it up. It won't always work. Yeah, it's basically fucked. And have Ethernet wires through the walls, then he'll get said server rack and do nothing with it. How dare? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Or optical FPS. And then every day he'll open the door to the server room, sigh, then shut the door quietly. I would get it to the point where all the lights are all flashy, doing nothing, and then just be like, yes. I just have no interest in holding everyone's assets. But like, which assets? The games. Live compile changes is fucked. It gets a bunch of network switches, easy peasy. hypothetical question, Hexic. If you were to build a server, right? Let's say you're building a 4U server and you've got a PCI slot. Do you buy a SFP port network card, or do you just get a 10 gig standard Ethernet card? Why SFP? Because why not? That's the reasoning I can give you. Everything just being on Steam network, just way better for my exe. Oh yeah. 40 gigabits Thunderbolt. Why stop at 40 gigabits? Why not just go 100 gigabit Ethernet, 100 gigabit SFP port? SFP for PCI. SFP for high speed. We used to use it for 10 gig because 10 gig Ethernet did exist. But that's the thing, is you can now get RJ45. If you could do Ethernet with RJ45, do it. Well, all you need now is a Cat6 cable and you can do Ethernet or 10 gig on RJ45. So it's like, from a complexity point of view, it seems just easier. Man, the price difference between a 10 gig card and a 100 gig card. A 10 gig card is £67 on Amazon. A 100 gig is £480. Supposed to also daisy chain 250 watts. Oh yeah, I forgot that whatchamacallit could do that. SFP is a pain in the ass to deal with. And I'll just go Ethernet. I'll just do 10 gig Ethernet. It mainly only really used for link aggregation because you can use it for short range, super low latency connection between switches. It works. Ugh. I need to save that. But some network cards will only support Dell SFP connections and others might take only HP or Supermicro. But that's the transceiver that goes physically into the card, right? Especially extremely high video capture, 2x 20 gig ports. Yeah, the card and the transceiver need to match, yes. I'm surprised that that's such a thing, Hexic. You'd expect that that would have been something that was standardized. I have a 40 gigabit USB 4 port on my motherboard. Pretty neat. I also have one of those. They're super cool. Not that I've ever used it. Get more of the save system working. Fix all the BP errors from last commit. The thing is, you can get some special fancy SFP connection that you can reprogram on the fly to spoof them. And it's not hardware different, it's just refusing because they want money. Ah, right. And I'm getting Asus unreleased headset this fall, hopefully. Oh, that's exciting. I watch lots of Unreal Engine streams and I have no idea what they're doing. That's like when I watch Boom doing any of the rigging and other things. I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't know what's happening. So now I'm in a weird situation where, because it has to actually use the load system, because it has to use the load system now, and I haven't I mean, I can spoof unlock a bunch for now. Actually, let's do that. What are the types? Let's just spoof unlock everything for now while we test. Technically this is fine because it could actually be left in the game, because what will end up happening is when you create a new save, it'll just override all of this, and from the main menu you'd have to make a new save before you get here. But I really need to remove this. You know, a couple months from now, if I ever get this game on Steam, there's going to be some really weird bugs, and I hope someone points me back to this decision right here and goes, well, there you go. That's why you have these really weird bugs, because you just do some really weird things. I want some kind of 4x.M.2 SSD carrier card that I can use for USB 4.0. Damn, that would be fast. So DAS thing, M.2, that would be so cool. Everyone's tools are so different, even if many other concepts are the same. True. Okay, so let's compile and just unlock all the towers. Works. Fantastic. I need to figure out how I'm going to do some of the... I've just realized I need a whole bunch of like UI things made, like tower icons. Like, I need icons for my game. I have no idea how I'm going to get that done. Anyway, so that's done. Now, same, so I ended up being smart. What did you do? Teach me the ways, Temtic. Some generated icons on runtime? How do you mean? What do you mean? How? So it begins. I've never ending grow of the to-do list. That's very true, yes. Let's get L's. Have you seen that video where they put all the shapes in the wrong holes? Yes, I have. It frustrates me. What have I done to frustrate you today, Skittles? Or are you just trying to remind me of that video because it makes me uncomfortable? It's not going to be straightforward getting someone else into my runtime. All these items in the shop are in its own mini scene, and I put the screenshot into the shop. Ah, it's funny in like game dev. That is very true. We can delete all of that because I simplified that and made it better. Also, that can go like that. We can delete that. We could put that down there. Then select that, put that up there, compile, save, close that, never open it again, close that, close that. Everything goes in the square hole. Yes, unfortunately. I have a preview icon for my items, no art skill required. It's kind of a cursed implementation. Implicit casting. True, actually. I like that. I like to use square holes in games for things like QA and devs never thought about. Like, there's the problem of networking while the editor is running versus an exe. What do you mean? It should be similar, if not the same. But isn't the heavy, it doesn't feel like it. It also, there are max 6 items and the performance in the shop doesn't matter that much. That's also true. I might see if I can generate them using Unreal. Like set up a blueprint that generates my things, my icons based off of a mesh. When I get someone else in my scene with me and all their IK. Okay. Where does the unit 32 go? That's right, it goes into the unit 64 type. I wrote some slightly less performant code, but it was way shorter for the shop, knowing it won't impact the game at all, because it's the shop. Yeah, that's fine. Like when someone's inside my same viewport. I'm not sure. I would have thought it should behave exactly the same. Like you've got more debugging available to like try out. So you can like set multiple windows in Unreal Engine when you launch it. You see, I can make like multiple instances here. And you can set what type of instance you're building. Remove, what is this? Test save. What are you trying to do? On complete level. So you're just wanting to say, actually delete all of that for now. Compile, save. We'll go back to the design. If I click the load, this is a widget switcher, isn't it? These all need to be the side. We can make it that side. Then U, Q, 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 save. I just wasted 50 minutes because a capital letter cat tag was cat. Whoops. I'm never using capital letters in tags again. Well, that's annoying. I feel like everyone does that multiple times. Skill issue, cheese. Because I also just remote their PC. Because I remote their PC through my overlay, vice versa, and share a clipboard. Ah, okay. Fair enough. You mean cheese? Catastrophe. Does this work? Selector level doesn't work. Fine, whatever. Why does that... Huh? I have many questions. Why did, when I click that, does it open after I click select level? What is happening? Wait, what? Where's the main menu? What's wrong with you? Does not have a valid matching component. Load menu is correct. That is correct. Make cat tag emoji instead. Not the worst idea. The big fucking red arrow. What? Imagine being in VR scene with full IK network. Just someone else in an editor with both desktop overlays accessible. That's kind of what we do, just laying around in Unity scenes in our overlays and work in Unity. Man, that's wild. Click back. Oh. Select level menu. Oh, right. I actually understand what's going wrong now. Unclick play, unclick back, remove from parent. And then what I need to do is I need to go back into this. And not that one, this one. Go into this one. Click edit. Go into the event graph. Call button back. Call clicked back button. Right, save. I think we can remove that. Call click oh, custom event. Call clicked. Oh no. Clicked back button. Clicked back button like that. Let's kind of name it correctly. Then if I go into here and we go into the event graph and we select the main menu item, this one. Fine. No, not that one. Damn it, what is it? My avatar, my ears, and my tail, it's not that serious. But the UE engine looks neat. It'll be neat seeing the particles made from those. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool to do. Just done all the scripting visually for that matter. That's easy with the pointers and the virtual keyboard. It's a very weird way of, well, it's a very different way of doing it. But I mean, I would not be opposed to trying that. That could be like a lot of fun. All that. It is, indeed. On back button clicked. There we go. Okay, so that integration is now built. It is a weird way of doing it, but it's pretty cool that you can do it that way. Then on... I think. You have 15,000 hours of Steam VR. That's a lot. That's like almost 2 years of non-stop Steam VR. You're still considered new. Okay, last thing. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Designer. Main menu, load is 2. So its main menu is 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Load menu is 2, is 1. And the 1 and select level is 2. So it should be load is 1. Select level is 2. Load game doesn't do anything. But then if I click select level, that gives me that. And if I press back, weird. Let's stop that. Why does the load button not press? Why was that one not connected? There we go. Cool, now I need to AAA, yes, exactly. I need to go back and actually edit these so I can go back. Okay, so that all works. That's good. Some groups don't really take their headset off as much and sell assets in DoorDash. Damn, AAA. Definitely AAA experience. They know all the different engines and digital art software they went to school for. It's not me, lol. I know like a handful that have been the fastest. Fair enough. All right, well, I need to head off. Do we have a recommendation for who we want to raid today? I'll leave you with the wonderful image of this. Oh, no, you don't. Let's raid Pemmy. If Pemmy's still streaming. Pemmy is. Bam, Pemmy's been streaming for a while. 5 hours already. Okay, let's raid Pemmy because we haven't done anything. Bye, Skittles! Oh, it's that raid! Oh yeah, Sila. I mean what? I just reappeared. What's up? Oh yes. Oh, we're just raiding out now. There's a raid message for everybody, and Tanith has come to say hello. Why did that fail? There we go. There's a raid message. Thank you everybody for joining me. I won't be here tomorrow. I'm going to a friend's for things. And then I'll see you next week, Saturday. We have a YouTube. We post clips and from the stream on YouTube. And I'll soon have a devlog that's in the works. I finalized the script last night, and I need to just record everything. And then, yeah. Good luck. I'm going to dig into the Steam SDK. Good luck to you. Thank you for stopping by. And we have a Discord if you want to hang out when we're not online. But yeah, those are the promotional things. You're free to go. Ooh, have fun. But yeah, I'll see you next week, Saturday. I hope you all have a fantastic week. Here's the raid message if you want to join in. And what else is it? I think that's it. Yeah. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. Thanks for the raid we had earlier. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. The voice is even more delayed for me. I'm sorry, Tempted. I'll cover my mouth for you. There you go. Is it better? Is it better? Bye, everybody. Bye.